Hey everybody, Carol here. So I'm back this time with my adventures in resin. This is the homemade silicone mold I made for 6 different coasters, geode shaped. And I just used silicone on top of a silicone mat. And these are all the things that I'm going to use. There's crushed glass, and I've got there 2 mica powders. I didn't end up using that pink one. And then there is a blue transparent Castin Craft dye that I've had for a while that I never used when I was going to do resin before and never did it. And I used that too. So there's the mica powder. Isn't that beautiful? Really, really pretty, like a wine, deep wine color, Bordeaux. And I do end up putting another little spoon in there off camera. But I just want you to see. I'm not going to make you watch me mix anything else up, but this, I just wanted you to see how really, really beautiful this mica powder looks once it's blended in with the resin. Now, I used Famowood resin because I use that to top coat my paintings, and it works wonderful, but that's really what it's for, is top coating things. It's not really for crafting, so it's a medium viscosity, and it doesn't give you a lot of working time. But I wasn't going to do anything super thick, just doing these coasters, and that's the only resin I had, so I went with it. It's a real long stirring time too, 12 minutes, which is insane, but I did it. So, and now all I'm doing here is I'm just going to pour it, look how gorgeous, all around the edges in here. I don't know if you can hear it storming out there, if you can hear the thunder. I'm doing a voiceover here because I am prepared with a mask on and my gloves and everything needed. There is a little bit of prep work when it comes to using resin, but then after that I think it's very straightforward. But still, I was a little frightened my first time around because I had a few leaks when I tested these molds with water, and I had to go back in with silicone a few times, and I felt like I got it all plugged up, but I was still nervous. And I'm trying to work rather quickly because of the short working time. Although I have to say, I don't really mind it being thicker than the crafting resins that are more runny, because I could kind of control where it went. But you will see that it does start spreading into the center, which they all do. Just getting it into all the little nooks and crannies there. So I think I saw Julie Cuts, Pouring Your Heart Out, make the mold first, and then I saw a few other artists, and I thought, what the heck, I'm going to do it. That was the blue transparent dye. Now see how it's coming out? You can barely see the blue. It's very transparent. And in the end, I don't think it really made a difference. But that's okay. This is all learning experience. These are for me to use at home, my first attempt. And, you know, we'll see how they come out. But I wanted to share it with everyone. If you're new to my channel, this is not all I do. In fact, this is the first time I'm doing resin on video. I've been an artist all my life, but I didn't start doing these fluid acrylic pours till about 2 years ago, when I stumbled across it online and thought this could be fun. So my channel has all kinds of acrylic pours, and I do embellishments, you know, drawing and painting on them sometimes. And now I'm adding some resin work to it. So hopefully you'll enjoy this and decide to subscribe and stick around and come back. And for all my regular subscribers, thanks for sticking with me on my journey. And hopefully, if this convinces any of you sitting on the fence to give this a try, good. Because believe me, I am no pro at this for sure. But this ended up coming out a lot smoother than I expected. The whole process was basically trouble-free. Except for dealing with those humongous, ridiculously large gloves, which were the only ones I could find online that weren't a bazillion dollars, since none of our stores have any gloves available around here because of the pandemic. So they're a real pain dealing with, trying to open things with those giant long fingers. But oh well. At least I found something, right? Can't complain. Life's too short. Gotta be happy. Gotta find the silver lining on every cloud. So as you see, as I've been yapping, I showed you the crushed glass. Mixed a little bit of resin in the cup with the glass just to make it a little goopy, and then just popping it all in the center there. And then after I get that all set, I will pour the remainder of my clear resin over top. Make sure I've got all the crushed glass covered. So when I was testing with water, I found out that each one held approximately 2 ounces. So I mixed up 12 ounces of resin. And it seems like it's good, just enough. But as you will see in the end, I believe I can put more in my next round. Now this is a voiceover, like I said, because of having to wear a mask and everything anyway. Plus I wanted to edit out some wasted time trying to open containers with gigantic gloves on. But the reveal, the next day, I will have that just running with me speaking on it live. When I take them all out of their molds. So I'm just checking it. Pouring the last drops in where I think it's needed. Try to even them out. And it was kind of difficult, but in the end, they all came out looking like they were fairly the same amount, that I did a pretty good job eyeballing it. And you will see. So after I'm sure that it's the way I want it, and I check it for hairs and things like that and fuzzes, and then I torch it to get the bubbles out, which fortunately, maybe it's because this resin is thick, they all came to the center, which is great, because I didn't want to accidentally burn the mold because I used my torch instead of a heat gun. because I just wanted to get the bubbles, not really blow anything around. And that seemed to work really well. There you go. Popped it right out, and that was good. And I figure I'll come back and check it in a little while to see if any more bubbles have come to the surface. And then now I'm just going to cover with one of those netted covers you get for, you know, picnics, food outdoors. Then you want to cover your food over and not have bugs. There you go. Just perfect. And see you tomorrow. Okay, it's been about 21 hours. I'm really excited. Here we go. Ooh, that came out nice. All right, let's see. Not bad. Got a lip all the way around. Oops. See this? So I probably could have filled them a little more, and maybe that's what I'll do is sit them up on cups and pour a top coat. These are just for me because they're first attempt. And the back is pretty too. Don't really see that transparent blue, maybe. Not really. But that mica powder is really pretty. Well, I'm happy for trying it this first time and having it come out pretty darn good. These edges would just have to be sanded down. But I also think, like I said, that I may put another clear coat over top. Now, let's see. They're all popping out really great from my homemade molds, which is really cool. Same edge situation. So my calculation of about 2 ounces in each one, I guess I could go a little higher than that. Now this one, as you can see, can you see that? That's my cat's hair that flew in. And I came upstairs, it wasn't even an hour, to check and see if I needed to use my torch to get any more bubbles. And this was already like that, just after an hour. This medium viscosity resin really hardens quickly. So I couldn't get it out, so our cat bear is now embedded forever in my first coaster. That's okay. Let's see. How easy. It's how easy they pop out. Yeah, every one of them's got the edge. So I think I will put a little top coat, see how that comes out, and then after that I will file down and sand what needs to be sanded. I can't believe how these are just coming out. They're almost jumping out on their own. I'm so excited. Well, they're all looking basically the same. I mean, this is simple, like I said. One mica color, some clear crystals, that transparent blue dye that didn't really show up. but I really did not want to get crazy for the first time around. Really cool. I'm very excited. So I would call this first attempt definitely a success, considering the things that could have gone wrong, like leakage and not mixing my mica powder up properly or whatever. So I'm excited about this, so yay! So we will continue to try to do bigger and better things, and I definitely want to try to do a tray, but I am going to clear coat these guys, and I'll show you them finished at a later date. But for now, let me just say thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my adventure into resin. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. And hit the bell and choose all for future notifications of when I upload my next video. Really appreciate it, and also share this video if you're so inclined. Check the description below for any details about what I used here, and my Facebook, Instagram, etc., and my shop, which I am revamping, so there's nothing really in there right now. So, and until next time, stay safe, be kind, and have a great day.